Hello. Welcome. Happy Wednesday, everyone. My head is feeling so much better. Yay. Let me do something really quick. I have a feeling I have a cat that's going to pop up any moment. Do that. Welcome. Hope you all are having a fabulous Wednesday wherever you are. Let me get this straightened out just a little bit. All right. I think that'll be good for tonight. So, welcome. My name is Barbara Ragsdale, and I am a close to my heart maker. And I had a little shuffling around to do today just because the package that I was expecting in order to start the Gnomes for Spring scrapbooking series apparently is still in the Houston area. I ordered this package like nearly 2 weeks ago, and y'all aren't going to believe this. When you look at the FedEx estimated delivery earlier today, it shows March the 6th. And I'm like, how I could have drove to Houston today and picked it up and already been back home. But so I had to scramble around lunchtime and figure out, okay, what am I going to do so that we can do a couple of layouts tonight. And so what I've decided is, and I can go ahead and show this to you guys, but this is our March to April catalog. And what's on the front cover of this is the Let's Go Anywhere paper collection of products. And so what I decided to do tonight is to basically, with the inspiration from a couple of the layouts that are in the catalog, we're going to recreate this one that's on page 16. So if you have your catalog already on page 16, I'm going to be replicating this one with a couple of changes. And then as we flip over to 21, I'm going to be replicating this one and changing it up just a little. Also, the dimensions, if you're interested in reproducing them how I am doing them tonight, the measurements for both of the layouts, I had to figure it out, but I figured them out. They're in the event details. So feel free to go check out the event details. This one is going to be layout number 1 that we're going to be doing, and then this is going to be layout number 2. Also, when I was pulling everything out, I could have sworn, you guys, that I had the scrapbooking set, and I could not find it. And I'm like, did I ever even order it? I don't know. It may be around here. I don't know. So when we do number 2, this page number 2, I'm just changing it up a lot because I don't have any of these stamps or any of the thin cuts. So, but it's still equally cute. Trust me. So let me look at some comments real quick. See who's in chat. Hello, Beverly. Hello, Marcia. I am feeling so much better, you guys. So tonight will be a little bit more chippier. Anyway, so welcome, whether you're watching from Facebook or YouTube, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me show you this paper, by the way. This paper is called the Let's Go Anywhere paper packet. There is coordinating cardstock. There's also die cuts. I've already dipped into the ones that I have, so I can't show you full packages, but and then there's also a sticker sheet, which I already cut up. And actually, you know what? I might have I do have the sticker sheet, but you can see all the stickers that are part of in the catalog. You can see all those pretty stickers that have colors that coordinate with everything. But let me show you the paper. You do get, let me keep that open so I can see the prices. I think I'll put the information in the event description as well, as far as like the paper, because the paper packet itself is $7.95, and you do get 6 sheets, but you get 2 of each. And let me show you the the sheets here. So there is one side, and then the flip side to that is that it's got a bunch of passports on it. So let me bring this up a little bit closer so you can see. It's got a bunch of different colored passports on it, plus your zip strip, which we're going to be using that zip strip for page number 1. And then you have this design. It's got a, oh, I don't know what you call those. It's like the flight pattern, I guess you could say, with the spots that you would see like on a map, and then planes. And then on the flip side to that, well, let me leave that there. The flip side to that is this pattern paper. It's all of the coordinating colors, but it's in squares, small squares. And then your zip strip on that one is basically the world image. Pretty close, pretty close. And then you have this one, which is I even had to zoom in. It looks like tire tracks. It's what it looks like, but my eyes might be just deceiving me, and it might just be lines. But when I look really, really close at it, it looks like tire tracks. But the flip side to that is this paper, and you've got your zip strip up there with those pinpoint marks, but it's like streets. It's like a street kind of design, different streets. So that's your paper that you can get for $7.95. And then there also is a package of coordinating cardstock that you can get. I'm only going to show one of each, but in your packet for $11.95, you do get 2 of each of these 12 by 12s. But you have, I know that looks white on this color, but that's actually French vanilla. And then you've got toffee, shortbread, pine, sapphire, and scarlet. So you do get 12 sheets, 2 of each of full 12 by 12 sheets. And that's the coordinating cardstock. So I'm loving the colors. Pretty excited to show you guys this particular layout. And let me get my picture back here so I can make sure I'm putting this thing together. And then let me grab the first layout. I got all my sheets here. I got all my pieces in my 12 by 12 big envelope. So let me get everything out over here. I even have all of my die cuts. Trying not to lose any pieces. All my die cuts. I went ahead and just cut out my stickers so I would have stickers. Make sure I didn't leave any pieces in there. And we will get started. So I got all my pieces off to the right. I got this big piece right here, but what I want to do is let me go ahead and put this first little piece down, because that's going to help me decide where I'm going to stamp. I'm going to do a little bit of stamping, and let me make sure. So with this, that is too thin to do any my adhesive. So I'm gonna too much glue is gonna come out. Hope y'all are doing good wherever you're at. I'm just gonna dab some glue along the way. I am trying to focus on using the darker sides of the cardstocks, but there is one of them on the second layout where I decided to use the lighter side of one of the pieces. So we're going to start out with this strip of scarlet, and this, I did put the measurements in the event description. So, but this is literally a 1/4 inch strip, and I'm going to start this. Let me start this at like 1 1/4. It's not completely lined up, but I'm just getting 1/4 from the bottom. Ooh, hold on. Maybe I should line this up, Barbara. Let me get this in place, guys. That is way too high. We want this to be level. Make sure both of those line up, and then the middle should come together. Hopefully that doesn't look bowed. It might look a little bowed down the middle. By the way, Chris is making steaks again tonight, y'all. And I want to give a shout out to my brother. I know he does not watch me, but my brother, John, he's my youngest brother. He came today and started putting my deck back together. Yay! Yay for brothers that know how to put decks back together. All right, so I put that strip on first so that it'll give me an idea of where I'm going to be stamping. And because I clearly don't have that particular, the scrapbooking stamp, I'm improvising. So if you can see down below, they stamped these arrows back to back along the bottom. So I'm improvising. That was my, the card making workshop has these arrows on there that go in 2 different directions, actually 4 different directions, up, down, left, and right. I decided to use that. So I'm going to stamp that, and I'm going to stamp it in sage. That seemed to be the color that they used. It was light enough. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ink this up, and I'm going to stamp it right below the line of where the scarlet is. Okay, I'm just going to do this all the way across. Let's do that. So bear with me as I line this up and I stamp, going all the way across, just kind of back to back. And we're going to have a little bit on the end over here. And let me grab a piece of, oh, I had some scratch paper. Let's do that. I'll put that, the back of that receipt. And then that way, when I stamp at the end, it won't get on my mat. All right, there we go. Okay, and I think that was, yeah, that's all the stamping that I was doing on that one. Okay, so we got these directional pieces happening down there. And then our piece of scarlet. And then that zip strip I was telling you about that came off the top of one of those pieces of patterned paper. We're going to put some adhesive on there. And then this piece is going to go right on top of that piece of scarlet, a little piece of cardstock. So we're basically just building this from the bottom up, and I did that so that I could get that stamping out of the way. Okay. And then I cut 2 pieces. Like I said, the measurements are in the description. So this is that square pattern paper. And I cut 2 pieces the same size. And this is going to go right on top of that. All right, now this big piece of pattern paper, okay, it's the flip side to the square pieces. We're going to put that right on top, but I'm going to slightly overlap this piece of square pattern paper, the strip, that is. Okay, so let's do this. Slightly overlap it. so that you don't see the full 1/2 inch strip. Get that lined up. There we go. Okay, now as we work our way towards the top, we have the other strip that goes with that one. So let's get some adhesive on that. And this one is going to go right at the top of that pattern paper. Okay, and then the other strip of Scarlet Cardstock, we're going to put on top of that. Okay, so I'm just dabbing some glue along the way here. By the way, this is the same, one of the same workshops, well, at least the products are, that we're going to be using for retreat. So if you do a lot of traveling, and you have some cards you want to make or some scrapbook pages you want to put together, then you might want to take the retreat. We still have 6 spots available if you want to join us live, or you can take it to go and choose the Let's Go Anywhere card making workshop or the scrapbooking workshop. These aren't the layouts that we're going to be doing that are part of the retreat. Those are going to be completely different layouts that I'll show you later. But okay, so that's the base of what we're working with there. I did do something a little different with the paper on this side. So in the layout, it does have some tearing there, and then you can see a little bit of the scarlet behind there. But with my hands, I'm not going to do any tearing live because I will so hurt myself. I did tearing in the second one, but I've already done that to save time, just because I wasn't sure how much I could do without getting a paper cut. So I did this side just a little bit different, and it's almost similar, but not quite. But I just took I don't think I put the measurement on there for that one. I'll have to tell you what that measurement is then. I think that was an afterthought. But this piece right here, I'll correct it if it's not in there, but this piece is 4 by 6. Okay. This is the piece that has all of the luggage and just the different kind of traveling images. And the flip side to that is the passport. So you can use whatever side you want, but I'm still going to put this flat with the right side of the layout. And then I have 2 smaller pieces of that same strip that we're going to put below and above it. So let's do that. We're just gonna bump that up underneath there and do the same thing with this top one. I am doing 2 layouts tonight, but they're only like single page layouts. So we're going to do this one, and then we'll get started on another one when we're done. Okay. And then let's go ahead and work on our photo area over here. I do have this piece of pine. I have this piece of pattern paper, and then I have that map pattern paper. This is going to go on the bottom side, and it looks like they roughed it up a little. When I say roughed it up a little, it looks like they took the edge of their snips and just roughed it up. They might have even sponge daubed it with some pine just to give it a little distress. I don't think I have the pine open. I don't have the pine open, so I'm just going to leave it alone and get this down. I did distressing on the second one, but I'm not going to do it on this one. Okay. And then we're going to kind of put that kind of like in the middle, I guess you can say. It's going to be pretty close, but not quite. And then I'm going to put this one. We're going to put that one kind of like right there. Okay. And then there is a sticker. It's longer than this. It's a full 12-inch strip, but there's a sticker that has a scallop to it. And I'm just going to peel that off. I just used a 6-inch strip. Let's get that off. And this piece is going to go right behind here, kind of at an angle where you see more of the scallop up at top than you do more towards the bottom. Okay, kind of like that. And then this mat is going to go right on top, just like that. And I'm not gonna pop these up on dimensionals or anything, although that's a suggestion to give it just a little bit of height. And let's do that because there's some other things I'm gonna pop up on some dimensionals. And let me get I can go ahead and use the white ones. Let me get my white ones out. I'll be using those in a few moments. But we have other stickers that we're going to use. Okay, so we're going to start out with the passport sticker. Okay, and I'm going to slide that. I remember I'm going to slide that like hanging out of there. We've got, this is a top of a, like a tag. It wasn't really a tag. It was more like to a, I used, I think, the other half of this on the second page, but it's like a top of a tag, I guess you could say. I'm going to put that kind of right there. And then I have, where'd it go? Hopefully this is it, upside down. Yeah, it's like a tab sticker. So it kind of looks like that. We're going to slide that back behind here. Kind of right in there. We're doing a little bit of layering. And then we've got, I took a scrap of the little passport pattern paper that I had. And let me get a little adhesive just on the back because we're going to slide this back in this corner. Oops, I probably should have put that down first. Give me a moment while I pull this up. Let's just put it right there. So we got a couple of little passports hanging out of that corner. And then we have, there's another sticker. And I'm going to pop this up on a dimensional. And I'm only going to put the dimensional at the top, like on the top. So I have room to slide in a picture. And we're going to put that right there on the corner. And then away we go is another sticker I'm going to put on there. So I'm going to peel that off. And I'm going to attach it to the edge of that. If it goes down and catches that piece of pattern paper, it's okay. I'm saving room to put a picture on there. And then I did die cut a 3-inch circle with the 3-inch circle die cuts. And we're going to slide that kind of right there. This gives you an opportunity to do a little journaling if you want to do a little journaling on there. I'll put that right there. And then the See the World sticker, we're going to put that kind of right at the top, but you still have plenty of space to write a little something there. The Follow Your Heart sticker is going to go right there. And then next, we have a strip of, on this zip strip, we're going to put that down. And we're going to put that, let's put that, I need to save room for the big one. Let's see. I'm going to put this down first. Yeah, let me put that down first. This is a Travel With Me sticker. It's the largest sticker, well, one of the larger stickers that's on there. And I want it to hover over there. So let me get a couple of dimensionals on the back bottom, and I'm going to show you where I put them. Right there. So it can hover at the bottom, and I can still slide a picture in. Okay, so let's do that. All right. Weekend getaway. You guessed it, it's another sticker. Oh my gosh, these stickers make it so much so easy to do that. We're going to put that kind of right there. But where was that piece that I just had? There it is. We're going to slide that right underneath the Travel With Me sticker. Get that lined up. There we go. Okay. And then we have a Let's Go Anywhere sticker. If I can get it off there. It's catching onto the back end there. Okay, and then we're just going to put that one. I'm going to put that one over here. It's supposed to go over here, but I don't want to start covering that up. And then Journey is one of the die cuts. And don't ask me how I'm going to get that on there. Very, very carefully. Maybe. All right, let me see how I can get that on there. Because it's a die cut. I know y'all can't see that, but it's on my mat. Let me see if I can put a dab of glue in a few spots. This is a very thin die cut that's already done for me, so it's not like I could put any adhesive sheets underneath it. This piece is going to go kind of right there. And then the J is separate on that on your die cutting sheet. So let me grab the J and try to put a dab of glue dots. It would probably catch on, but you're going to have to let these little pieces dry really good. I'll just put Journey right there. So maybe like a piercing tool or something might help get those in place. But that's where that one goes. Close. In the close vicinity, I guess you could say. And then I have a sticker, a pine sticker. That's supposed to go right there. There's a black one that's supposed to go on the inside, but it seemed to be too small, so I just left it alone with that. And then we got, I think this was a thought for me, was to use another one of these tabs because this one matches the top one there, and we're just going to put that kind of right here to break that up a little bit. And then let me grab some glue dots because we have some more craft die cuts. We got a plane here. See if I can get that on there. I'm going to put the plane right there. And then we have these little, maybe I can get away with using my glue on these. I'm gonna do this off camera. There's these little die cuts that are like plus signs and whatnot. I'll just put a little dab of glue in the middle of that. And then there's several of them that we're going to be doing. There we go. Probably could get away with using my reverse tweezers too to put those down. The layout in the book looks to be a little bit more spaced, but I'm just recreating it based on what I thought the measurements could be. So we're going to go with that. Okay, so that's those. And then there is another one that goes up at the top. Another airplane. Let me get a glue dot on that one. And then that one goes kind of up there in that direction. And then I got two more of these. It's helping to dab the glue on and to pick it up. Okay, just go that way. And then there's another one here. Oh no, it fell. Yeah, that's gonna have to get a little smear, but a photo will cover that up. Okay, so we got those two, and then we have a black one because there was craft color, and then there was a black one as well. So let me get a glue dot on that because this one was kind of over here. And we're almost done. I cut out a couple of smaller passports, and let me just put a dimensional on those. I had scraps, so we're going to put a passport right there, and then another passport kind of off to the right, kind of like that. The last one is it was another die cut, and it spelled wonder. And so let me get some glue in a couple of spots so it'll want to stick down. And there we go. Okay, so I just dabbed some glue on the back of that, and that one kind of goes right up here. It could really go anywhere if you wanted it to go somewhere else, or if you just didn't want to use this when you're recreating that. And I think that's it. Let me make sure I don't have any loose pieces. Oh, there's a little black one. There's a black one. All right, let's put the black one up here in the top left-hand corner. We'll put it right there with this little cluster of the other two. Now let me double check and make sure something didn't slide under, but I think that's it. And then I'm going to clean up my mess here a little bit. So, hello, Thelma, and hello, Jackie. Welcome, ladies. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about this first layout? I'm going to clean up all my little my sticker trash here, and then get the second layout ready to go. Yeah, thank you. I think I did an okay job when it comes to recreating based on what I had. Like I said, it seemed like I wasn't trying to do any tearing, but I still wanted to put some pattern paper over here on this side, and still offer a small little section to, write a date, write a little story. On this particular layout, if you're recreating it, you could totally get away with doing two pictures side by side, doing all the rest. And then you don't feel like you have to use so many stickers basically to fill in space. So this is more like a focal page. Something like this would be great if you're gifting to somebody. and put it in a frame, I would probably use a black frame, or even like a navy blue frame. But something like this would be a really nice gift to gift to somebody. Already done, ready to go. All they got to do is slide a picture in. Or if you have a picture, a favorite picture, you could go ahead and put the picture on there and then gift it to them, as opposed to creating like a 2-page layout, especially if you don't scrapbook. I think a lot of people, when they hear the term scrapbook, they think, oh, I've got to do all these albums and all this other stuff. But honestly, if you just break them down into single page layouts like this, they are awesome gifts once you put it like in a shadow box frame or even like a regular frame. If there's not a whole lot of dimension to it, you can get away with a regular frame. But if you have things that you want to put inside of it, definitely shadow box is the way to go. But yeah, so just something to think about. But that's the first one. And then the second one, like I said, this one I thought was a little bit easier, but it's the one that's on page 21 that I'm definitely having to improvise, but it was super easy to put together. And let's grab all those pieces. I'm going to jump them over here off to the right. They'll all come out. Let's do this. Let's do this. And I've already done some of the things. So let me see if I can get all this stuff out. I've got all these little bitty pieces. Let's see. I'm having to tap those out. There we go. I got everything out. All right. So on this one, our base is a 12 by 12 of pine. And then I do have this sheet of pattern paper that we're going to start down at the bottom. I did trim it down so that you could see some of that pine around the edge. I think it's only 1/4 of an inch, but if you wanted to see more pine, you can just trim these down another 1/4 inch based on my dimensions that are in the event description. Okay, so let's start by putting this down at the bottom, leaving 1/4 inch on the left, bottom, and right. Making sure that looks, it'll work. All right. And then next, we have a strip of the passport paper that we're going to lay right across the top of that. So just get some adhesive on there. Tomorrow afternoon, I have set up to do the, I did decide to do a class kit for March using this particular paper. It'll be a class kit that you'll be able to get. You'll be able to earn it for free. This will be what my mods will get just for being awesome, fabulous mods. And you can buy it. I think I have let me see if I have thought I had one on here. Well, these are the cards. They're the same ones out of the catalog using the alternative stamp set for cards. But I thought I think it's in the event description for the actual class kit, the different ways that you can get the card kit for next month. Okay, so I've just put that piece across. The next piece that goes on is going to be, and I think I have a little bit of sponging left to do, and that's where I need to grab my dauber that fell on the floor. I took a piece of shortbread, the cardstock color, and I used the lighter side when I stamped. And what I did is, I don't know if you guys can see this in the catalog, but do you see there's an image, a stamped image that's on there? There's a stamped image that's on there. So what I did is I took I don't think it's the same image that I used, but the second stamp set that I decided to use was the card making stamp set, the one that's going to go with the class kit that I'm going to be doing tomorrow. It's this one right here that I used. And what I did is I stamped it. I stamped that image kind of all in different directions, and I stamped it in shortbread. And then I also decided to distress the edges with my dauber, and I've already done most of it. I just have this little bit of left to do. So you can see kind of how I'm just distressing the edges a little bit to give it some color. So it looks a little distressed, dirty, whatever you want to call it. So that I did that to kind of speed things up on there. This is going to go, honestly, I probably could have just done 3 sides because one of them's going to get covered up essentially. So, if you're doing this, you really just have to distress 3 sides, the left sides and the top. Okay. So let's get some adhesive on the back of this. And this one just goes right on top of that strip, that passport strip. Okay. Because next these are the pieces that I've already torn the paper, but that higher mark, whatever you want to call it, it's the back side of this paper that we use down here. I have another strip, and that's the piece that I decided to tear the paper, but you got to tear it from the front because when you do that, you'll see the white paper in the middle. Okay, that's going to go right on top. And when I cut the measurements for this, I decided to leave that piece of shortbread the 3 inches that it is because I wanted to make sure. I knew I was going to be covering up this bottom little section, but I wanted to make sure I didn't cut it too short, basically. So that's why it covers up and overlaps just a little bit there. Now, what goes on top next is the same paper, but on this one, I decided to rip the side that's showing the map so that you could get some of that white on there. And then we're going to get our adhesive. And this piece is going to go on the top. Oh, hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. I've got this one last piece that goes, and then that's going to go on top. This last piece is going to go on the top, kind of like that, to help fill that area up. So really, you just have to distress the 2 sides. I'm out of cutting that way too, or this might even be too long, basically. Let me see if I can do that. I want to trim it off. No. Yeah, let me trim it off. Let me trim. I'll have to go back and change my measurement for this. Let me trim off 1 inch. I'm probably going to regret it, but I'm going to do it anyway because I want you to see that distressed edge there. So let's do that. Let me trim off. That seems like a lot. 1 inch, a whole inch, but I can use that for something else. All right, let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's live dangerously, Barb. All right. See, that's what I get. No, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. It's okay if it's short because this piece that I'm about to put on, that I was going to put on a while ago, is going to cover up that little gap there. But I'll still change the measurement. Okay, so let's put this on, and then I'll go in between. I don't know if y'all noticed. Let me do this. That one corner was pulled up for a reason. So let me go ahead and get that on there so I can do the top and then the right. Okay. And let me grab my glue dots because let me grab my I tore this part back, but I also had this piece. This is what happens when you don't look at your own instructions. Let me bump this piece up to the back of this. This is where scraps come in handy. Trying to line this up where you don't see it on the right. You might see it just a little bit. There we go. Okay. So I had cut a little square piece of this same paper right here so that when I peeled this back, you would see the little corner of that paper. Now, in order to hold that down, I'm just going to take a glue dot and get it off. And then I'm going to put it on this little tip right here so that when I pull that back, it stays back. Okay, so it just kind of pinches it back and stays back. Hopefully that makes sense. Sorry if that was way too confusing. Now this piece that I had earlier, that's going to go right on top, right there. So you see that that torn piece is along the top of that. So you still see the distressed edges in the shortbread on this piece right here. Whew. Hopefully that made sense. All right, so this is where I start to do kind of my own thing with the rest of this. And then let me, I have we're going to start with the big piece here. We're going to go ahead and put our photo down first. And what I did is I cut a piece of shortbread and I went ahead and did most of the sponge daubing around the edge, but what I still have left to do is I just used the black lip pen and did like a little stitched edging all the way around. I've already done the other sides. I just wanted to do one side so you could see. And then I'm going to daub the rest of that side with shortbread, just like I did that piece there. Okay. And that helps give it that little distressed edge there. Yeah. Also, when I did that, oh, you can see that, but it's got sponge daubed around the edge, and then I did the lip pen little stitched, easy stitch there. But it is a it was a 4.5, 4.25. Yeah, 4.25 by 6.25. And then what I did is I cut off the two edges even to make it look like a giant tag. So this is large enough to put a 4x6 picture in, or even a smaller picture. I am going to pop that up on dimensionals. So let me get some dimensionals on the back. You can also use your 3D foam tape as well if you like to use bigger pieces of 3D foam. And I'll just pop that up. And this one's going to kind of go like that. Okay. Now, starting at the top, let me grab, where'd it go? I'm looking for my, oh, it's up here. There you go. I took one of the die cuts that's kind of like chipboard, one of the little chipboard die cuts, and we're going to put that up at the top. I think I just get away with using glue dots on that one. Y'all, the kitchen is smelling good. And I didn't have to cook it. All right, we're going to put that up in the top. Just like that. Put that up along the top. And then I decided to use the large sticker. It's a sticker. And we're going to put that right there. Okay. And then I have another sticker that says Adventure is waiting. This is another sticker, little banner sticker that says is waiting. So basically we can say adventure is waiting. Put that right on top of that one. And then down here, I have several stickers that I want to put back to back to back. And let me make sure I got them all. Yeah, there's just 3 of them on here. We'll start out with Scenic Route. Put that right there. Explore Together. I'm going to kind of put that kind of sideways going there. And then Road Trip. We'll go like that. Just kind of not particularly like straight or anything, just kind of random right there. Okay. Now over here, I've got a couple of hearts that I want to use. One of them is just that heart right there. It's a sticker. I'm going to put that right there. And then this sticker is the world. We're going to put that right there. And then we got some little, we got some words. Let me get all my little letters over here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's going to spell out let's go. I got an apostrophe somewhere. There we go. And there's my S, my G, and my O. And let me see. I'm just going to use glue. You could totally put these down with dimensionals if you want to cut up some dimensionals, but I am just going to get some glue on the back. I'm going to try to line these up the best I can. Get some glue. Once I get them at least close to each other, then I'll be able to still be able to move them around a little bit. And get some glue on that. Oh, that went way too high. Let me get that glue off that it's going to dry there. And does that look straight, you guys? Oh, I'm looking at it at an angle over here. And then the G. And let's get that O down. Oh, 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 oh. Go. Does that look straight? Move that over just a little bit. See if y'all say if it looks straight. I'm not even looking at my comments. Let me look at my comments. Does that look straight to y'all? Straight to me. All right. It is what it is. All right. So what I wanted to do right up here is I took a couple of pieces of scrap of this paper and made a couple of little banner cuts on the edge, and I'm going to put those down with I'm going to put them with glue dots up here. Okay, so it's going to look like there's a piece of ribbon basically coming out of it. And then let me grab a glue dot on the back side of that and kind of put it like that, because I have a little sticker heart, a red sticker with a white heart in it that I'm going to put right there at the edge to help cover that up, just like that. And then now we have some more stickers we're going to use. We got a little compass sticker. I'm going to peel off and kind of slide right there. And then I have this sticker that says "Let's Go Anywhere." Kind of matches the "Let's Go." It's the world. Cute. We're going to put that right there to help fill up that spot. This is a good area if you wanted to put another photo as well. So if you're replicating this and you want to move these stickers around and save this for maybe a 4x4 or something, that's a good spot. Okay. Now we have this sticker that is this arrow. I'm going to put it, I'm going to put it right there. And then I have this blue one. We're going to put right there to fill that little spot up. This adventure sticker, I'm going to peel that off and stick this right at the bottom of that. And then I have this polka dot sticker that is an arrow. I want to use this down here just because it matches all of the colors that are in this paper and it just kind of offsets it. I'm just going to put that right there. The other one that I had was the other piece to the top that I used on the first one. And originally I had that right there, but I'm just not too crazy about using that one on here. So I'm not going to use that one after all. And I don't have any extra little pieces left over other than that piece that I trimmed off from the top. And I can totally use that for something else. So I think that's it for that one. Let me show you what the catalog looked like. That's what the catalog version looked like. So I got my inspiration from the catalog from that one, and then just kind of had to do my own thing when it came to not having the actual stamp set to stamp that, because what they did is they stamped this large image, that large saying right here, and then all these pieces right here, those are the stamps that you see here. That's what they stamped on there. Even the world image, that one is stamped, and the suitcase and the passport, like they did a lot more stamping on that one. But why stamp when you got stickers? So I just made it easy. That made it super easy. But I did get my inspiration from that one because I wanted to make sure that I showed a couple of one-page layouts tonight. And let me grab all of my trash for that one. And let me bring back, which one is your favorite? This was number 2. And then this was the first one. Let's just take this off. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to be making the class kit using the same paper for the month of March. So if you want to read about those, go to that event description in Facebook or on YouTube. You can see all the details to that. But which one is which one's your favorite? Was it number 1 or was it number 2? Yes, Those stickers make it so much easier because things are already stamped. They're just going to stick down. You don't have to worry about adhesive. I'm really enjoying working with these scrapbook page layouts just because it makes it so easy to be able to put these together super, super quickly. Beverly likes number 2. Jackie likes number 2. I think my favorite was number 1, but number 2 seemed to be a little bit easier to kind of throw together, you know. So if you need something really, really quick, the base is a really quick layout. You got all these coordinating papers, you know, and then you can just put your photos however you want to put your photos, however many you need to on that page, and then wrap it up by putting some die cuts that are already die cut, throw in some stickers to kind of help fill in different spots. So hopefully that'll help. I think I only have to make an adjustment on that one there. So yeah, so thank you. Let's go ahead and let me share my screen. Share. This is last week's, last Saturday. Let me shuffle these. This is last Saturday's wheel. So you know the drill. When you like, comment, and share, you get entered into the weekly drawing. And oh, I pulled a special prize. I think you can see this. I can't see it because I'm sharing my screen, but I pulled the clear shimmer brush because I think this is something anybody can use. This is basically, this gives a little shimmer. It's equivalent to Wink Stella. And so, but this is clear. The other one I think I had was gold, but clear is pretty much universal. So that will be the prize that we're going to be drawing for. And let me do a few more shuffling. And thank you all for your support and watching, whether you're live with me now or you're watching the replay. And let's who is it going to be? Marcia Long. It was Marcia Long, one of the comments I pulled from YouTube. So congratulations. Let me stop sharing. Get back into StreamYard. All right, there we go. Now I can see what I was showing y'all. Anyway, clear shimmer brush. Congratulations, Marcia. So, well, that is it. I didn't realize it was going to be an hour long. I was trying to keep it less, but don't forget to check out the event details. You can also visit the customer VIP program page so you can learn how to become a VIP member. You'll know you're shopping with me or on my page because at the top it'll say you're shopping with Barbara Ragsdale. And then also, don't forget, I'll be back tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. to put together these 4 cards, which will be the class kit for the month of March. All of these products that I was showing you guys in the March-April catalog will be available March the 1st, okay? So if you like it, you might want to get it early because this is already a popular suite of products amongst the makers. And so you want to make sure that you grab you some. And then also, don't forget, I do still have my spring retreat. There are still 6 spots available. And if you can't come, you can always take it to go. And if you live local and still want to join us during the day, there are day retreat fees that still you'll get your own table, you'll get meals are included, You'll still get a goodie bag, your choice of what you want in your goodie bag. And we'll be doing the Honey Bunny card. This is the card making workshop you can choose from. It'll make 16 cards. Or you can choose the scrapbook page layouts, or the Let's Go Anywhere card making workshop. These are the cards you'll be making. Or you can choose the Let's Go Anywhere scrapbook page layouts. These are the actual layouts that we'll be doing for retreat. So I will tell you now, if for some reason my gnome stuff doesn't arrive by next weekend, it's pushing it. FedEx is going to be testing my patience. Hopefully it will arrive. But if for some reason it doesn't, then I am just going to jump in and do the Honey Bunny, because I already have that for a retreat. And so we'll just do that, because I need to do the cutting videos anyway for these, for the cardstock and the patterned paper. And so, and by then it'll already be March, and you'll be able to order Honey Bunny if you like this particular suite of products. So stay tuned. I'm going to probably wait to set up a stream till later in the week if I have a good idea of if my package arrives when it's supposed to. Well, hopefully it'll arrive before we get. But anyway, thank you all for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and come back and join me tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. and we'll put together the class kit cards, and I'll be able to share all of the details with you tomorrow. So have a great evening, ladies. Bye.